Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Last Mag Podcast. I'm your host, Primal, and in today's episode, we're going to do a power ranking of all teams post Major 4, Week 2 of online qualifiers for the Gelmates Major out in Paris, which I am honestly excited to see. Definitely going to be interesting how I'm going to catch the matches because Paris is from the US to Paris, depending on where you are, it's like a 6 hour time difference or more. Um, wait, I think it might be like 7 or something. I'm not sure. But either which way, it's going to be interesting how I catch these matches. It's like I might go bed early after. It's like I might go to bed early, wake up early, try to catch the matches. Like I'm going to have to figure this all out. But anyways, let's get into the week's qualifiers. So starting off, we had G2 versus OpTic. I double point boosted this, thinking we were going to get a solid series from OpTic. No. OpTic go up 1-1, and then it was 1-1. Then G2 lose the overload on pause. Yeah, G2 lose the overload. I'm like, okay. Then G2 come back on Colossus hardpoint. And it's not crimp you gotta worry about in that series. It was nasty. He was making the big time plays on map. And in the end, they go to Hosty, search and destroy. And I'm thinking, okay, OpTic's got this in the bag. It goes to round 10, but OpTic, they just fumble. Now, let me just say, guys, this week we had of the 10 games, 7 of them went to map 5, and most of the teams, except for 2, went 1-1 this week. And it was a major shock for me. And the only 2 teams that made it either went 2-0 or 0-2 was the 2-0 was for Thieves and the 0-2 was OpTic, and it shocked me. Next, FaZe versus Gelmates. This one, Game 5, Round 11, and it was a absolute nail-biter. Like, this could have been a 3-1 Gelmates if Gelmates had gotten that last point on the Colossus hardpoint. And I will say, FaZe's search and destroy on map 2 was horrendous on Hossie. Like, I was losing my marbles. I was like, get a trade, something. Like, you literally see Simp shooting at the guy in the water, and he has no backup, nothing. And it's like, oh my gosh. But they still get the job done, so GG's to them. And now let's talk about Boston Breach versus Thieves. This one was an absolute shocker because Thieves go up 2-0. Breach then come back, go 2-3. 3-4, and almost get the job done in 5. But Thieves search and destroy masterclass. Abizi was putting on a performance. Yeah, absolute insanity. Now, let's talk about Saturday. So, I didn't catch most of the matches Saturday because I was doing things in my personal life, but Breach definitely came out to play. They're playing for their spots on the team. Koi, I'll have to review VOD, so when I give pick'ems for Thursday, I'll give a better accurate description, but yeah. Carolina versus OpTic. Now, this one, I thought, okay, let's see how they do. And when I saw Carolina beat them again in a Game 5, Round 11, I just was like, what the heck is going on with OpTic? You literally go Game 5, Round 11 twice, and you can't seal the bloody deal. Now, I did get to see the FaZe versus Heretics of the last 2 maps of the series, so the Overload and the Gridlock Hardpoint. And let me say, the Gridlock Hardpoint for Map 4 was definitely should have been replayed. Plus, I also think the Heretics team was stair glitching. I'm positive. Like, I should have pulled clips for evidential proof, but yeah, I was. Even Zuma was like, they're lagging, and even FaZe was saying, we're lagging, and the refs were doing nothing, and it's like, what the heck do you do in this case, guys? It's like, and at the end of the match, Abuza literally storms off, and you can tell he's pissed. It's like, FaZe should have won that map 4. Like, if they hadn't lagged, we would have gone map 5, and who knows how that would have gone. Alright, and finally, G2 versus Thieves. Holy mama. Again, game 5, Thieves clutch up, and it was an absolute bang out. So, yeah. Okay, moving in Sunday. Koi versus Cloud9. This goes game 5, and it has my head screwed on loosey-goosey. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is going on right now? I thought Toronto was going to fumble the bag, but Cloud9, being the noobs and challengers they are, they can't get the job done, so they get bippity-bopped. And they can't win a series to save their skin, literally. Now, Jumpmates versus Surge, holy moly, masterclass. Like, Joe Deceibs dropped 18, I believe, in Search, and it was murder. Like, I'm surprised they didn't shut the stream off because of what Joey D was doing. Like, holy mackerel. And finally, Carolina Royal Ravens versus Riyadh. This goes game 5, but Riyadh's got the ice in veins, and they clutch up on the Gridlock Hardpoint, and it goes to then search for map 5. But yeah, like I said, Falcons got the better ice than Ravens. So here's my COD list rating, power ranking going into the last week of online qualifiers. So here we go. Blowed up means teams chalked. Online Warriors means they're good online. Not sure how they'll do on land. Dark Horse are teams I see making runs at tournaments. Champs upsetting big teams. Contenders are teams I got fighting for championship Sundays or championships. And Sunday regulars are who I should expect to see on Sunday. And I will say I'll move Toronto down to confused. So, Thieves, best team in game right now outside of OpTic. And FaZe is trailing a bit behind, but yeah. Contenders, Drummates, Riyadh, G2, your best Dark Horse team to bet on for matches and for Major 4. Koi, not sure how this team is going to perform at this upcoming week. And outside of those guys, Breach, Heretics, Ravens, Surge, and Cloud9, it's like, yeah, Heretics will get to champs unless something drastic happens. But those guys are literally fighting for their spot for next year in EWC. So, yep, those are my thoughts for the power rankings. If I missed something in my talk with you guys, let me know in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future podcast episodes. Again, thank you so much for all the love and support. I'll catch you all later. Peace out.